welcome to EPL Top 6 TV. Okay, so basically this video is going to predict which team I think is going to get into the top 4. I'm going to predict each result for each team, and I'm going to explain my thought process on some of my predictions for each team. So it's going to be quite an in-depth analysis on each result for each team. So I'm going to start off with the form for each team. Okay, so as you can see, this is the current Premier League table. So when I'm recording this video, today is Friday the 5th of April. Okay, so as you can see at the moment, City is top, Liverpool are second. Those two teams are definitely going to be in the top 4, no doubt about that. As you can see, the race for the top 4 is quite tight. Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United. As you can see, at the moment, Arsenal is the most informed team among the 4 teams that's chasing the 3rd and 4th position. Arsenal have 5 wins and 1 draw, and the worst team that is on the worst form is Tottenham, and you can see they lost 4 games out of their last 6 games they had. So obviously they won the last game at the new stadium, but they're actually in bad form. But the remaining upcoming games are mostly at home, so they have a slight advantage there. So you can see at the moment, Tottenham with 32 games played, they have 64 points. Arsenal has played 31 games and they're on 63 points. Chelsea on 32 games with 63 points, and Manchester United on 61 points. Okay. So I am gonna make you guys aware I am an Arsenal fan, so I'm going to try not to be biased, and I'm going to really try to provide some my thought process on each result, each prediction for each result for each team, and hopefully I can provide some realistic assumptions for you guys. Okay, so this is each of the teams that battle for 3rd and 4th position. These are the upcoming fixtures, and I have gone through each fixture for each team, and I provided a prediction and total points of over 38 games of which points tally they will finish on. Okay, so I'm going to start off with the team that I think will finish 6th. Okay, so as you can see on this table, I think Chelsea are going to finish 6th place. Okay, and I'm just going to go through their fixtures and explain why I think they will finish in that position and my thought process on predicting each of their results. Okay, I just want to make it very clear. I really genuinely think that in the top 6, the battle for the 3rd and 4th position is going to go right to the last day, and it's going to be the results could even go by 1 point difference, or it could be a goal difference. So someone could lose out on goal difference or 1 point. So I think it's going to be very, very tight. So Chelsea, as you can see, they won away against Cardiff. Anyone who watched that game would know that Chelsea were very, very lucky, and obviously Cardiff should have had a penalty. Rudiger should have got a red card, and obviously Asby was offside. So they got lucky, but at the end of the day, you make your own luck, and every team goes in a season has that kind of luck where they win a game where they don't deserve. So Chelsea got the 3 points. I predicted them to get 3 points against Cardiff, and they got that. This table is actually quite wrong. I know the next game they had after that was a convincing victory against Brighton. They won that game. I predict they will win that game. I've seen a lot of Chelsea fans are very happy that Sarri played the right 11, the 11 that most Chelsea fans wanted. They wanted Kante to play. They wanted Hudson Odoi to start. They wanted Giroud to start, and he played all those players, and it was quite a convincing 3-0 victory. Giroud on the scoreline, Hazard on the score sheet, and the third goal from Loftus-Cheek. So I think Sarri's got. I think he probably would need to have start with this 11 because obviously it seems to me that a lot of Chelsea fans they dislike Alonso, so they want to see like Emerson starting, and yeah, I think Chelsea are. Don't get me wrong, Chelsea can get into the top four, but I just believe that when I go through each fixture and my prediction for each fixture for the rest of the top four, I just think they will miss out only by 1 or 2 points, and I think Chelsea's best uh, option to get into that Champions League is winning the Europa League, and they're more than capable of winning that. Obviously, it's very risky to put all your eggs in one basket, but I just think that Chelsea are capable of winning the Europa League, so I think that's the best avenue for them. So the up and coming game they have next is at West Ham home. Uh, London derby. Obviously, West Ham up their game against Chelsea because it's a London derby, and I know that West Ham fans don't like Chelsea, but I just think that Chelsea are. I think they're slowly going to build some momentum after that victory against Brighton. As long as Sarri starts the same 11, start with Giroud, Hudson-Odoi, play Kante's right role. I think Chelsea are slowly building momentum. I think they'll get that win against West Ham. I think it will be tight. I probably think that's going to be a 2-1 victory for Chelsea. After that, Chelsea have Liverpool. This is where I think they will lose. I think Chelsea are they at Anfield. I just think Liverpool are formidable. They have the best home record in the Premier League. And I just think Chelsea will lose against Liverpool, even though historically Chelsea do very, very well at Anfield. So previously I had them getting a draw, but I just think Liverpool are in a title race, and I just think they come clutch at the big games. So I'm expecting Liverpool to get that win against Chelsea. And the next fixture after that for Chelsea is Burnley at home. Another team come fighting for survival, but at Chelsea at home, I just expect them to get that win. And Man United next at Old Trafford. This game is absolutely huge for Chelsea. It's critical if they want to be in the Champions League next season to get points. At least 4 points from Liverpool and United. And the key thing for me is that this is at Anfield. Their two remaining 6 games, they have Liverpool away and United away, and I just think they have to get at least 4 points out of those fixtures, and I think that's asking too much from them, and I just think I think it's just too much to ask from them, and I just think they'll lose against Man United. I think United will win at the remaining home fixtures as well, so I think Chelsea will lose against Manchester United, and the last 2 games is Watford at home and Leicester away. I think Chelsea are going to win the remaining 2 last games. Obviously, Watford and Leicester are not easy games. They're mid-table teams, but they got very good players and they're capable of getting something out of any team in the league on their day. But I just think Watford at home, I'm expecting Chelsea to win all their games at home. And the last game, they got I believe they have a quite decent result against Leicester, and all history against Leicester. They usually get wins against Leicester, and also I think it's the last game, and I'm expecting Chelsea to get that win. So overall, I just think Chelsea are going to end up with 75 points, which is normally in any other season that should be enough to get top four. But obviously, in my opinion, this is going to be the most competitive race to get in the top four. So it's actually it's no real shame finishing on 75 points. However, I think there's going to be new records set for the team who finished fourth and third. But I can definitely see Chelsea winning the Europa League as well. Obviously, nothing's given. Uh, obviously, Napoli or Arsenal, the winners between those two fixtures, are more than capable of beating Chelsea in the final as well. But at the moment, the way I'm seeing, I think the best option for Chelsea to get in the Champions League is that Europa League. So then so Chelsea, I predict them to finish sixth. Okay. So the next team is to finish fifth is Manchester United. Now, some fans might be quite shocked of my predictions, but I think that Manchester United will finish fifth. But I'm going to explain why I think that. Well, I think what is going to stop Manchester United from finishing in the top four is they have very difficult upcoming fixtures. I think they have the hardest fixtures among the teams that are competing for that third and fourth position. What I think is key for Manchester United is that they need to get a minimum of 4 points between the City and Chelsea game, in my opinion. And I have a feeling that they will lose at least one of them. So that's my thinking of why I think United may miss out. I think it's going to be a minimal difference between the team that finishes fourth and the team that finishes fifth. I think it's going to be like 1 point or goal difference. So I can easily interchange the team who I think will finish fourth and fifth. So it's going to be very, very tight. It's not going to be easy for no team. And yeah. So first of all, Manchester United upcoming Premier League fixture is West Ham at home. I am predicting Manchester United to win that. West Ham obviously is not an easy team to beat, but I think West Ham will make it difficult for Manchester United. But I'm expecting Manchester United to eventually get that 3 points. Obviously, it could go. West Ham are capable of getting a draw, but I just think Manchester United know that they're at the moment Manchester United are sixth, so I think they're going to deliver that win because the pressure will be on them. I think they will get it. Their next fixture after that is away to Everton, and that's a very, very difficult fixture as well. However, I believe that Manchester United's got a good record against Everton, and I think Manchester United's attack it will be too much for Everton. I think United are very good away from home in the Premier League. And I believe they may have the best away record among the teams that are battling for third or fourth position away from home. So they score enough goals away from home. So I'm expecting Manchester United. It's not easy to go to away to Everton at Goodison Park, but I'm expecting United to win that game. And this is where the key to up and coming games for Manchester United. These two games are critical for their chances to finish third and fourth. Okay, so the fixture after Everton away is Man City at home, the Manchester Derby. Okay, Manchester City are fighting for the league. They have to win. Manchester City have to win nearly all their games in order to win the league. Okay, and I think that Man City will win the league. So my prediction is that Man City are going to win and Manchester United are going to lose that fixture. And the fixture after that is Chelsea at home. I'm expecting Manchester United to beat Chelsea at home. But in my opinion, my thought process for Man United to get into that top four, they need a minimum of they need a minimum of 4 points between these two fixtures, in my opinion. I think 77 points would be enough to get into the top four, and I think goal difference may be a critical outcome for the team that actually ends up finishing in the top four. So I think if you look at it, if Manchester United can get 1 point, 4 points, sorry, against Man City and Chelsea, and they can score loads of goals against Huddersfield and Cardiff, and they could end up with 77 points. That's the points tally that I think that will get into the top four. That might be a way for United to get in the top four. However, I think United is going to finish with 76 points because I think they'll lose against City, they'll win against Chelsea, and they will win against Huddersfield and Cardiff. But I think they will end up with 76 points. If you look at these upcoming fixtures for United, I predict them to win a lot of all these games, instead of City. And that's quite good, to be honest. That's probably the most points tally in the most points tally in these upcoming fixtures for any of the top for Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea. They're not going to get as many points as United in these upcoming fixtures. For United, what's going to be a point is for other teams dropping points and for them to have a flawless record, which is asking too much. But in my opinion, if they get like 4 points between City and Chelsea, which is asking a lot from me, I don't think they're capable of getting that. Okay, so I think Manchester United are going to finish fifth. They're going to end up with 76 points. Okay, now Arsenal. In my opinion, I think Arsenal will finish fourth. Okay, and a lot of people saying that Arsenal has the best route to finish in the top four. But in my opinion, obviously everyone is speaking about Arsenal's away record. I think Arsenal will drop some points away from home, but I think they will have enough to still get in the top four. As long as so I'm just. But however, my thinking is that I think Arsenal might get into the top four by the skin of their teeth. To be honest, I think it's going to be like 1 point difference. Even goal difference might maybe a factor for Arsenal to getting into the top four. A lot of people thinking Arsenal is guaranteed third place. I honestly think Arsenal won't get third. I am an Arsenal fan, by the way, just to let you guys know. So I know about our away record, and I just think that we will slip up in our away games. However, looking at every other fixtures, I just think for our rivals, I just think that Arsenal are still capable of getting enough points to get into the top four. Okay, so yeah, so I think it could eat, but I have to be honest. I think fourth is going to be between Arsenal and Manchester United, and it's going to go right to the wire. It could end up between 1 point or a goal, in my honest opinion. So let's crack on with this. Arsenal on Sunday. Arsenal's playing Everton away. Huge game for me. This is probably Arsenal's most important fixture, up and coming fixture. And the run-in now for Arsenal, they need to get their away performances. They need to really improve that, because if they don't improve that, they can say bye-bye to the top four. So Everton's got Arsenal's got quite a decent record at Goodison Park. Obviously there has been moments where we have lost there, but I think this is such an important moment for Arsenal. If from a psychological perspective, if Arsenal do not win against Everton, for me, that's gonna have a negative impact on the other away games. So for me, for Arsenal to have a chance, everyone is talking about Arsenal's away record. What the best thing for Arsenal, if they get that win against Everton, that will send a message to all the doubters, and I honestly think Arsenal are more than capable of winning at Everton. We won their last season quite comfortable. It was a very easy, comfortable win. So I'm expecting Arsenal to get that win at Goodison Park. It won't be easy. I think initially I had this game for a draw, but I just think Arsenal will get that win at Everton. Now, this is where I think Arsenal will slip up. I think Arsenal is going to slip up against Watford. Okay, this game, Watford is away from home. It's going to be on a Monday night football in the Monday evening. And 48 hours after that, Arsenal's got Napoli away. So, Unai Emery may have to rest some players. And I just think Arsenal are not good enough or not in a position to rest players and still get a comfortable win against Watford. And obviously, it's a little bit of a rivalry between Arsenal and Watford. You know about Troy Deeney, about Cojones and all that. So, I think Watford they upped their game against Arsenal. You know, so honestly, Arsenal, I think we're going to draw that game. We're dropping points. Have to be realistic. Sorry, Gooners. Okay. The game after that, Arsenal has Crystal Palace at home. I'm expecting Arsenal to get that win at home. Very comfortable. It's going to be, every game's not going to be easy, but I'm predicting Arsenal to win every home game. The key thing for Arsenal is their away record. If they can get a few wins away from home, I think that will get Arsenal to the top four. Okay, so Crystal Palace, Arsenal's going to win. Okay, this is where I think Arsenal will lose. Arsenal is going to lose against Wolves. We see Wolves, they have a great record against the top six. They've beaten Chelsea, they've beaten Tottenham, they've beaten Manchester United, and they got a draw at the Emirates. And I remember that game, Wolves should have beaten us at the Emirates. I really think basically Wolves' great record against top six doesn't mean automatically Arsenal is going to drop points away at Wolves. However, I think for Unai Emery, it's going to be very critical. We should treat this game as a top six game because a lot of fans saying Arsenal doesn't have any top six games left. However, for me, Wolves are a top six quality team. So we have to treat this like we're going away from home against a top six team. But in my honest opinion, I think we're going to lose that game. Okay? So L at Wolves. The next game, Leicester City. Now, this is another difficult away game for Arsenal. Brendan Rodgers is doing quite well at Leicester. He's improved. Leicester's getting some form back, and they're winning. They're winning their remaining games. And Leicester has very, very good players, and I think is very hostile at Leicester away from home. And they got Vardy, and they got quality players. I think we're more than capable of obviously matching Leicester City. And I think that game is going to be very difficult. I think we are going to drop points because I just feel like these smaller teams up their game against us. For them, they look at a top six team and they target Arsenal. That's the team where they get their win against a top six team, you know. And for Arsenal, I think we will drop points. I think we get a draw at Leicester away. Okay, our last two remaining games. Brighton at home, Burnley away. We're winning all our home games, so Brighton, that's a win. Our last game is Burnley. Now, this is very, very tricky game because Burnley could be fighting for survival. In my honest opinion, I think Burnley will stay up in the Premier League, but they may still, I think they may be like, from mathematical standpoint, they may be still fighting until the last day. Hopefully they have survived. And I think that's a hard game, but I think if Arsenal know this is the game to win for us to get in the Champions League, they'll win it. In my opinion, if win this game, if Burnley's say this is a scenario, if Arsenal win against Burnley away, and it helps them secure Champions League football, I'm predicting an Arsenal win. So I got Arsenal 77 points. Okay. Arsenal, in my honest opinion, you can see that I predicted a 1 point difference between Manchester United and Arsenal. So I've got Arsenal on 77 and I got Manchester United on 76. So on my honest opinion, you can see that I think the title race is going to go right to the wire, and it's going to be quite minimal difference between the team that finishes 5th and 4th. Okay, so the next team I'm going to predict to finish 3rd is Tottenham. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. I think Tottenham are going to finish in the top 4. A lot of people's got Tottenham maybe outside the top 4. The key thing for Tottenham is that they have 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 4 home games left, and they only got 2 away games left. Like, that's the key thing. They moved into the new stadium. They got the first win at the new stadium, and I just think, I just think they got easy games at home. The most difficult fixture at home is against West Ham. I feel that Tottenham, obviously, they can afford to lose against Man City, and if they win their remaining games, I think that would be enough for them to get into the top 4. And however, I do think the difference between 3rd and 4th is not going to be different. I think that it might go into goal difference, maybe 1 point, but I've got Tottenham at 3rd. Okay, so I think they'll win home against Brighton, they'll win against Huddersfield at home, and I think those 2 key fixtures, they'll get a lot of goals, like maybe 3 or 4 goals at each fixture, and they'll lose against Man City. This is the thing where this is quite critical in terms of why I think Tottenham may finish 3rd. Like, if they get a positive result against West Ham, because the thing is, I think West Ham hates Tottenham. A lot of people think it's Arsenal, Chelsea, Arsenal or Tottenham, or Chelsea, Tottenham. West Ham hate Tottenham as well. So I feel like West Ham have quality players on the day, and they always have that moment in the season where they beat a big team, or they get a draw against a big team. Like, for example, West Ham beat Arsenal early on the season, and I'm sure that West Ham, they have paid players on their day are quite good, to be honest, and so I think West Ham can get a draw at home, but Tottenham fans are probably thinking they're going to win all their home games. I can see their thinking behind that, but I just think it's a London derby, and I think West Ham can kind of come with an upset, basically. So I've got West Ham to draw at home. That's with Spurs. Bournemouth away. I think Bournemouth, Tottenham are a well-drilled team, and they don't have, like, for example, an Arsenal scenario, we have a bad away record. Tottenham are they're good, decent at home, they're decent away. I just think they're not going to have any troubles. I think they'll win against Bournemouth, and they got Everton at home. Technically, Everton is quite a difficult team to play. However, the key thing about this is that they're at home, and Everton's not fighting for nothing. So I just think Tottenham know if they beat Everton, and in order to get the Champions League, they will get that win. So, as you can see, I got Tottenham 3rd with 77 points. I got Arsenal to finish 3rd with 77 points as well. And I got Manchester United to finish 5th with 76 points. And I got Chelsea to finish 6th with 75 points. Okay? I just want you guys to provide me your opinion on what results you agree. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Explain why. Just provide some feedback saying, I want to know what your top 4 is, and hopefully it will be good if you can provide your points tally for each team and explain about why you think For example, you might think Chelsea might get into the top four. Explain to me why Chelsea will get into the top four. Or you might think Arsenal won't get into the top four. Explain to me why Arsenal won't get in the top four. I just want to know your opinions and explain to me. Oh, you may agree with me. Just let me know why, and please share your views and your opinions on the comment section. And please, can you subscribe to my channel? Okay, this is called EPL Top 6 TV. It's a channel that is dedicated to talk about the Premier League, and it's going to be mainly focused on the top 6 clubs. Okay. And also, it would be great for you guys. Can you please subscribe and share this video, and also comment on the comment section. Provide some feedback for me on what I need to improve on, and also maybe suggest on what topics I should cover on my next video. Okay, so that's finished now, and yeah.